Mom, I got a Google internship interview.
Oh my God! Oh hell no! They've got the ability to morph and to even up the score. No one can ever take them down. The power lies on their side.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Megan speaking? No.
My name is Jeff.
I mean, yes, it is she. Is this a good time for you? This time's perfect. Cool. Let's try to keep this under 15 minutes. So this is how the interview is gonna go. We're gonna proceed through a series of technical questions, and if we have time at the end, I'll ask you a few behavioral questions to get to know you a little bit more. First technical question. Say you have a trapezoid. Nah, make it a rectangle. On each corner of our rectangle, there's a quarter. Now, 3/4 of our quarters are heads up. Now, rotate each of our quarters clockwise along each corner of a rectangle. Then there's an earthquake, and now attached to each quarter on each corner of a rectangle is a linked list that you have to reverse. Given this information, estimate the distance between the Earth and the Moon. I'm thinking the pigeonhole principle would be relevant here. Interesting. Can you expand on that?
Oh my!
Absolutely. So you say that it's a trapezoid, so that's 4 corners, and say we have 5 quarters. According to the pigeonhole principle, that means that at least one corner of a trapezoid will have more than one quarter. Now say there's an earthquake, that means that one of our quarters will fall out of the corners of our trapezoid, leaving us with 4 quarters left. Now, say we reverse our linked list 4 times, that gives us back the same linked list that we started out with. And currently I have 120 subscribers, and say 120 times 50 is 6,000. And I'm a perfect 10, so 10 times 4, which is the number of remaining quarters that we have, is 40. And then 40 times 6,000 is 240,000. So my estimate is 240,000 miles is the distance between the Earth and the Moon.
Oh my God!
Well, that's a solution you won't find on Glassdoor. So are you more interested in front end or back end? Well, I haven't really been doing too many squats these days, so I guess I look better from the front. So in order to be eligible for this internship, you have to be either a junior or a senior. But on your resume, it states that you're a freshman. I'm a freshman in school, but a junior in dog years. I also noticed that on your resume, you left out your GPA. Why is that? I order my steak well done. That explains the GPA. So what's your greatest weakness? Chocolate. Tell me about a time that you overcame a personal challenge. Well, I was at Phil's once and I ordered a mint mojito sweet and creamy light ice like I usually do. And the barista told me, sorry, but we're out of mint leaves. So that morning I had to drink a coffee that just wasn't as refreshing. That's tough, man. Like, my whole morning was thrown off. I just couldn't focus on my work for the rest of the day. You know, at the beginning of this interview, I was a little doubtful about selecting you for this internship, but now not so much. Tell me, how do you stay organized? So I classify each task that I have to do by K-drama. Making my bed, Crash Landing on You. Taking out the trash, Boys Over Flowers. Cooking, Itaewon Class. So why our company? Well, I'm really passionate about Google Docs. I use it for like all of my classes. Google Slides. I just love the whole Google Drive concept. You know, this is an interview for a Microsoft internship, right? Well, I'm also a really big fan of Bill Gates. Give me an example of how you're a team player. So I was at Safeway the other day, grocery shopping, and I suddenly really had to sneeze, but I was wearing my face mask. So there was a moment there when I was thinking, should I take my face mask off and sneeze? But then I thought, no, I can't do that and risk infecting all the other people in the store and freaking them out that I may have coronavirus and there's a slight possibility that I may give it to them. So then in that split second of a moment, I made the decision to place society's needs above mine and sneeze into my face mask to take one for the team. Alright guys, I just finished filming all that footage and I haven't edited it yet, so this whole video may turn out to be some epic failure, but we'll find out. But I just want to say that during my time, I've had a chance to do so many internship interviews and I've failed and been rejected so many times over the years. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't see or don't talk about because all they see is the end product and all they see is that you got that internship or you're successful or they see the product of you now as a result of 4 years of work. And it's funny because I'm a lot more confident now when it comes to interviews and I'm able to joke about it like in this video, but when I was a freshman like 3.5 years ago, I would freak out every time I had an interview and I would be really stressed about it. But I think it's important to understand that these interviews shouldn't be something that you should be super stressed about. Instead, you should approach these interviews as an opportunity to just try. What I've learned is that interviewing is actually a skill. You have to portray yourself in a positive light without seeming like you're bragging. And that's something that's really hard to do and something that takes lots of practice and lots of failed interviews to get right. Something that I wish I digested when I was younger is that to not take these rejections personally, and sometimes you aren't picked or selected for an internship not necessarily because you're not qualified, but because there's a lot of factors that you just don't have control over, like you're just not old enough. And I think the solution is to just always be genuine. If you genuinely care about what the internship is about and you're genuinely passionate about the work that you've done and you're confident in how what you've done matches that position, I think that it'll come through. And being genuine comes from knowing yourself. Take the time before you interview to reflect on yourself and the past things that you've done. Don't try to be someone you're not. Try to be the most confident version of yourself. Something important to keep in mind is that you just need one. You just need that one person or that one company to give you a chance. And then once you get that one opportunity, it's like a snowball effect. That one opportunity opens up so many other opportunities down the road. And a lot of the times, we ourselves are the greatest obstacle to our own success. Like sometimes we don't apply or we don't go for certain things because we're so blindsided by the fear of we're not qualified or we don't deserve this or we won't succeed in this position. So by being so afraid of going for it, we automatically take ourselves out from the race before the race even started. Being so frightened actually robs us of experiencing the moment and living in the interview and loving the challenge of answering questions that we may or may not have the answer to. And going back, when I was younger, I wish I understood that. We started from the bottom and now we're still at the bottom. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm really grateful to those who gave me a chance when I was nothing and there was nothing on my resume. The only thing on my resume was probably volunteering at the hospital in high school or playing soccer. And to these people, I'm really grateful for because without all of them, I wouldn't have the opportunities that I have today. As usual, thanks for watching. Honestly, it still blows my mind that when I check my YouTube analytics and I refresh the page, I get 2 more views. It still blows my mind that people even watch my stuff. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you the next time. Literally every time I finally sit down to make a video, my neighbor all of a sudden decides to have some sort of rock concert next door. Ew, it's warm.
Save God.